Ziggity Zig back with Class Act Shaman episode number 4, I think, where since we're doing this on a month-to-month basis, this is pretty much the fourth and the last one. Now, the main thing that I have found as the problem with my Shaman deck is I don't have enough Shaman cards. But I'm wondering if maybe, especially down at these lower leagues, you know, I'm like rank 24th, 25th, I should just be trying to be really basic, and maybe I have too many gimmicky cards in here.
Go versus
I'm actually in rank 21 somehow.
the light shall bring victory.
And I'm just worried too much about getting, you know, all these gimmicky things, not gimmicky things, but just sort of the rare cards up. Lightning Storm I think I'm going to hang on to, and actually this isn't the worst hand ever, but up against a priest, I am a little worried about this. Because the main problem with this particular Shaman deck is you need to get the minions out and you need to keep them there. So going up against a priest, there is a mild chance that I can do that. What worries me here, I don't have anything with 2 cost. So let's just pop out. I'm going to hit this instead of the Novice Engineer because the Novice Engineer will only do 1 damage, so it can't actually do anything about that. The Healing Totem cannot do much else, so that's pretty poor, but I suppose I could have buffed the Novice Engineer and gained a card, so it might have been a better idea to do that on the first one, and that could have been a 2-2 on the next one. But then again, I would have been a little in trouble. 2-3 to all minions, overload 2. This seems like the right move. Or do I save that? Do I take a little bit of damage? Give my Healing Totem. No, because he'll kill the Healing Totem, the next one with, well, he might kill that. He can either kill the buffed Healing Totem, or he can kill, if I play Shattered Sun Cleric and buff that, he can either, and then I can do Lightning Storm the next time around, or will he buff both of these? I think I'm going to play it safe. Oh, that's all of the enemy minions. Okay, so I'm going to do this properly. Griff is rolling over in his grave, but I'm going to turn that into a 1-3. He's going to probably kill it with the Iron Fur Grizzly, or he's going to knock that off. Either or, I'm happy to at least have one minion still, unless he's got anything with charge. I'm hoping he doesn't buff these any higher. A few more weenies, and then I'll toss Lightning Storm out on this next turn, and I should be all right there. Because a 3 cost would be pretty hot. Oh.
We must cleanse.
There it is. There it is. Buffing himself. So he's going to knock that over. You got to knock that over. You can't do anything else. Are you going to go right for me? Alright. He's going to go right for me. Okay. Okay. Well, my options now are silence it and draw a card, at which point it's still a 3-3 on the board. I think I'd really like the Lightning Storm at this point, but then that's the only thing I can do. Well, I have to do it. I'm sitting against 3 minions right now. So that took that out. I will have to knock...
Push forward.
Yeah. So that sucked a little bit, but I did clear his board. I do have a 1-3 Healing Totem, which, for what it's worth, I don't know, it's there, whatever. Now I still have this Iron Beak Owl, so if he tosses out anything like that, I can silence it again. At least that can't attack me this time, so I think a Novice Engineer and maybe a Silence might be what I want to do next time. That will start getting me some dudes on the board, and then when I can play my Frost Whirl... Oh, I only have... Oh, yeah, because I overloaded. Ooh, that was the one thing I wanted to mention about... Are you serious? This is the worst rushdown deck ever. The thing with my Shaman is... Ooh! When did I put a Harvest Golem in there? That's pretty neat. So that's some 2-3. So that gives him a couple of things to deal with. So it gives him a couple targets with his 3-3. I'm going to toss that out because that's fun. So that means he can knock over one or the other. I'm gaining on card draw. I'm only down to 23. But with the Shaman has a lot of options with the overcharge. Where I'd like to use more overcharge, but it just... I don't have anything that can benefit. I don't have any cool minions that can benefit from overcharge, which kinda bug me. Well, I can silence it or I can hex it. I'm feeling like hexing a Gurubashi Berserker won't be the worst thing I've ever done. I don't want to bounce both my dudes into that, though. I have 6 mana, so I can hex that, and then knock it over with a healing totem. I can hit this for 2, or I can hit it for both, but no. It'll kill that and leave me with another Harvest Golem, which is okay, I think. Or I can silence the 2/7. If I silence the 2/7, I don't think he can taunt it. And then that leaves me the opportunity of return a friendly minion. No, I'm not quite ready for Ancient Brewmaster, I don't think. Or we just toss this guy up. Lord of the Arena? You can Shadow Word Death it. And in fact, I'd be looking at a lot of Shadow Word Pain pretty soon. Oh, man. Alright. Do that. And then I'm gonna frog it. I'm gonna hit up both. Just cuz. That was a snap decision at the end. I don't know why I did it. The 2/7 can knock over the owl, but not much else. And it won't buff him. So that's great. I'm pleased with that.
Ready for action.
Worried about everything that a priest has to offer at this point. However, this guy seems to have almost as sucky a deck, or sucky a selection of cards as I do. Aha! There we go. Now he's doing some damage. So this is telling me that I should have tossed out the Frostwolf Warlord. Why are you doing that? Okay, well that gives me enough anyway, but that's cool. Now I think it might be time for some Lord of the Arena. Well, I'd like to afford... Or is it time for... I think it's time for Novice Engineer, Frostwolf Warlord.
The Frostwolves stand ready.
Because that's hot. I'm okay with that. And then this is... The healing totem is going to heal itself back up. So I'm up to a 1-2. It can be a 1-3 again. He needs to figure out what he wants to hit with the Gurubashi Berserker. Probably finally knock over my my healing totem. Probably a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Or he's gonna continue hitting me in the face. Your rush down did not really rush down, I hate to tell you. Also, I get a +3. I'm really wanting to play my Lord of the Arena next turn because nothing is really hit all that hard. I'd kind of like to play a totem and my Lord of the Arena is what I'm looking forward to this next turn. I'm killing this. Really? Alright. That's intriguing. What are you going to do now? Restore 2 health? Okay, so you're up to 30. Fine. Fine, that's alright. He does have a Shadow Word Death in there somewhere. Actually, the 4/7 is pretty hot. Because with the 4/7, I can also play... I don't really want to play that. I can play my Gnomish Inventor. And then I can get a bit more card draw. Because what we can do here... Oh! I should have played the Gnomish Inventor first, and then I could have frozen that. But what I think we will do...
Oh, if you're sure.
I think we'll use both of these to knock over that guy. I know it kind of sucks, and Griff is going to yell at me for the inefficiency of mana usage on that, but I think that was the better maneuver, because that gets rid of the 2/7, and he was just going to keep healing it, and they've got something that... No, I forget if he's got one that makes your... Give a minion 3 health. Great. At least he's not buffing things. I don't understand the buffing. Doubling the minion's health. This is just crazy sauce. I don't know what you're doing. So he's making everything have a whole lot of health, but you don't have any attack, is the problem. So, +3 Bloodlust. I can... So that's 5 damage, 15 damage... 19 damage. I can take him down to 11. Don't think I'm ready to do that just yet.
What to do?
So, what we're gonna do... I think I'm gonna just shock that, freeze that so it can't attack, and drop a Yeti. That leaves me with 4 mana. And then I'll just knock over that. Actually, no, I think I might hit him in the face. Because this voodoo guy is not really doing too much to me. Ah, yeah, there you go. So, freeze that. Drop a Yeti. Hit him in the face. Which gets him down. Definitely, if this continues going, because he does not have a lot of cards, if this continues going well, Bloodlust next turn, we got the game. Definitely have lethal. I'm fairly certain I didn't have lethal on that last turn. Alright. That's fair. You can hit me for 2. And I have 2 taunts up. So attack one of my taunts. Yeah. Now heal. Lovely. Let's do some math. 3, 4, 10, 14. 14 and... let's see, 14 and 5, 19, 22, 7, I have 29 on Bloodlust, so he's toast. Let's just do that up. Get ready for this. Bam, bam. See, this is what we've been trying to do with this deck this whole time. Get enough minions, and you just hold the board like that. Freeze. I could have attacked the 6-12, could have tried to do something about the 6-12, but it just was not really... it was not really an option. Well, it was an option, but it's just... You want to leave your minions there, control the other side of the board, freeze them, keep them in place, yay, 10 whole gold, and then get to the point where you can Bloodlust and polish him off. So polishing him off, getting the Yeti out there was just an additional... I mean, that's 7 damage you can get out there for next turn once you're ready there with the Bloodlust. So I really feel like Bloodlust is where the power of the Shaman comes in. I can't imagine a Shaman deck without Bloodlust, but then again, it could be like a spell deck, in which case you're dropping down things like the Azure Drake. I was watching, in fact, Day 9 had a Shaman deck that he was looking at where the Azure Drake was quite prevalent, and I must admit, I don't think I've even got... Oh, wait, do I even have the Azure Drake? Nope! Let's see. Yeah, there we go. The Azure Drake. Spell damage 1, battle cry, draw a card. Gain +1 health for each card in your hand, so the, yeah. Well, there's spell damage. Excuse me. Spell damage whenever you cast a spell. Do I not have any... No, this isn't right. Spell damage. What is wrong here? I don't... Why am I not seeing any of my... There we go! Alright, holy crap. Okay, so you can't craft these ones because they're basics. So you toss in some Ogre Magi, some Dalaran Mage, some Cobalt Geomancers, maybe an Archmage. You do that, and then you just gotta try to keep them alive with a couple of taunts, maybe some decent taunts, especially this is where the Mogashan Warden comes in. That is a sweet taunt, just because, not because of the attack, but because of the amount of health it takes. So unless, honestly, going up a Priest, I am surprised there wasn't more Shadow Word Death, Shadow Word Pain. I should have not survived as much as I did, but I did. So we finally ended on a win, which I'm pretty pleased at. Let's get rid of this. So what's some of the things that you want in there? In this particular deck with the minions? What's this one? When that minion is destroyed? No. Feral Spirit. I really think Feral Spirit is what I want, because summoning two 3s is pretty awesome. Lava Burst? No. Maybe Mana Tide Totem? Probably. Unbound Elemental. Gain a card with Overload. That might do it. Earth Elemental? No. So the rest of it, not really a big deal. Anything else you'd want with this would be... I don't think anything further. Young Priestess. Give another... Yeah, maybe Young Priestess, but probably not. So, but it's basically a minions-based Shaman deck, where I am kind of using the totems, but it's mostly all reliant on getting to the point where Bloodlust is an awesome idea. Chances are I shouldn't have won that game, because up against a Priest deck, everything would have gotten knocked off a lot sooner than that. I think the guy was just either really new or just not playing all that well. But next month, I'll tell you what we're doing. What are we down to? Oh, the Rogue deck, the Rogue control deck. So next month is Rogue. fun, because my rogue deck actually got me to the rank I'm at right now, so it got me up to the level to rank 20. So if you look at the cards that I don't have, there's a few, Conceal, Shadow Step, Preparation, most of the ones I don't really, I don't have Defiance Ringleader, that's kind of crap. Master of Disguise I just picked up, whatever, but it's pretty much just controlling the deck and then tossing out a lot of damage towards the end of it. So we'll take a look at that next time. So next week we'll be into Rogue Month. March is Rogue Month! No, wait. April is Rogue Month. This is March. Never mind. I'm paying attention. Leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter @ziggityzig. Stay tuned.